As history has repeatedly shown, conflicts impose immeasurable human suffering and large economic and social cost. Loss of human life, destruction of infrastructure, human capital, and institutions. The political instability and great uncertainty associated with conflict can impede investment and economic growth, not only during the conflict, but afterward, thereby making it very difficult to escape the conflict trap. Hi everyone, my name is Lani Africa, and I'll be speaking briefly on the importance of peace education in respect to the sustainable development of our dear continent, Africa. Now, what is the economic advancement for a nation without progress for its nationals? This is a fundamental question that must be answered by anyone who is developmental conscious and progressive minded. With a series of war, violent extremism, ethno-religion and political crisis that has besieged and still besieging Africa makes the subject of peace inevitably and inexcusably important as long as sustainable development is concerned in the continent. There cannot be sustainable development unless peace is sustained. For without a peaceful environment, development cannot take place. This is because what oxygen is to humanity is what peace is to our society. Therefore, without peace, life cannot function, economy cannot grow, and there cannot be a unified society or system. Although the issue of peace and the need to developing a culture of peace in the midst of serious and violent conflict all over the world has been the focus at different international fora for some time now, the impact of conflict or wars made these discussions very imperative. Aside from the fact that there's hardly a day or in a continent that there be no news of one form of conflict. But when compared to other continents, Africa is seen as a theater of war due to the fact that solving of a conflict brings forth another, hence backwardness in our development. Nothing has robbed Africa of both our natural and human resources than conflict. It is therefore high time we began to think and devise implementable means through which the culture of peace can be pegged down in the nook and crannies of Africa. And one sure mechanism to achieve this is peace education. Nelson Mandela said, education is the most important tool you can use to change the whole world. The future of Africa will depend on how we educate. The type of education we offer is what will determine the Africa we want. What Africa really needs is the formation of its people, especially young people, towards being responsible citizens who grow with good values. Peace education is not only relevant but timely, because peace is the most important value and present issue in Africa now. Therefore, educators from across African countries must express their commitment to ensure that young Africans are well educated about peace and value the continent needs. Let us invest in peace education so that sustainable development can be realized in Africa. God bless you, and God bless our motherland, Africa.